afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for a round of 8 matchup between the Post 22 Hardhats and the Lincoln East Carpetland Rugs. We're getting set here. Both coaches meeting in the middle, and soon we'll get the lineups read by the PA announcer. They had a big 17-0 win over Papillion from Nebraska in the last game. That game only went through 3 innings of play. They decided to wrap it up early, try to get this game going a little bit faster for this 2 p.m. Central start time. We'll go through the lineups here right now, I guess. For the Hardhats, going 1 through 9, leading off, third baseman number 10, Aiden Roberts, followed by batting second, center field, number 19, Lars Kiefer. Batting third, playing first base, number 18, Wyatt Reeder. Batting fourth as a designated hitter, number 27, Kane McLeod. Batting fifth in left field, number 22, Jace Morgan. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 25, Jackson Reeder. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 23, Carter Johnson. Batting eighth and behind home plate today as catcher, number 21, Josh Eller. And batting ninth as the shortstop, number 12, Dawson Imhofer. And the starting pitcher is number 24, Rowan Fredrickson, here for the Carpetland Rugs. Batting first is their second baseman, number 6, Brody McIntyre. Batting second is the center fielder, number 5, Del Odulate. Batting third in right field, number 2, Carter McPeak. Batting fourth, playing first, number 1, Caleb Larson. Batting fifth, playing short, number 3, Carter Hodge. Batting sixth at catcher, number 30, Braden Erickson. Batting seventh at left field, number 8, Bryson Rhodes. Batting eighth at DH, number 28, Cruz Wavra. Batting ninth at third base, number 42, Trevor Roach. And the pitcher, number 10, Jack Bowles. We'll head over here to the PA announcer.
And the home team on the scoreboard, Lincoln East. Here are your starting lineups for this afternoon's ball game. Beginning with the visitors from Rapid City, Post 22. Leading off, playing third base will be number 10, Aiden Roberts. Batting second is the center fielder, number 19, Lars Kiefer. Batting third will be the first baseman, number 18, Wyatt Reeder. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, number 27, Kane McLeod. McLeod will be batting for the pitcher, number 24, Rowan Fredrickson. Batting fifth will be the left fielder, number 22, Jace Morgan. Batting sixth will be the second baseman, number 25, Jackson Reeder. Batting seventh will be the right fielder, number 23, Carter Johnson. Batting eighth will be the catcher, number 21, Josh Elder. And batting ninth will be the shortstop, number 12, Dawson Imhofer. Rapid City, Post 22. Now for the home team on your scoreboard. From Lincoln East, leading off will be the second baseman, number 6, Brody McIntyre. Batting second will be the center fielder, number 5, Deli Odulate. Batting third will be the right fielder, number 2, Carter McPeak. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 1, Kalai Larson. Batting fifth will be the shortstop, number 3, Carter Arms. Batting sixth is the catcher, number 30, Braden Erickson. Batting seventh will be the left fielder, number 8, Bryson Rhodes. Batting eighth will be the designated hitter, number 28, Cruz Wavra. Wavra will be batting for the pitcher, number 10, Jack Oler. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 42, Trevor Roach. The Lincoln East Ball Club.
So both teams and their lineups have gone through, as Lincoln East is going to be the home team, so they will pitch first. In the last game, Hardhats were home, so they pitched first. So it'll be Roberts, Kiefer, Reeder, the first three due up. And with Oler here on the mound, a right-handed throwing pitcher. The Hardhats have played Lincoln East before in Omaha. They lost that game 10-0. And then the Post 18U team played them in their first game here in this tournament and lost 6-0.
First base number 1, Kalai Larson. Second baseman number 6, Brody McIntyre. Shortstop this afternoon, number 3, Carter Harms. And the third baseman is number 42, Trevor Roach. Around the outfield and left field, number 8, Bryson Rhodes. Center fielder, number 5, Deli Odulate. And the right fielder this afternoon, number 2, Carter McPeak. Behind the plate is number 30, Braden Erickson. And on the mound, number 10, Jack Oler.
So that is the defense for Lincoln East. Aiden Roberts, who had a huge game. I mean, all the Hardhats had a big game in the last game. I mean, putting up a lot of runs, 17. They don't quite get to that 23 that they scored against Sturgis, but they only played in 3 innings. Actually, they only batted twice. So that is still very, very impressive. Roberts, who had 2 singles, had 2 RBIs and a walk, with 2 stolen bases and 3 runs. I mean, that is just a lot to indulge in. So here he comes. Lincoln East gets set. Jack Oler on the mound. And the catcher is number 30, Braden Erickson. So first pitch is underway here in just a few seconds. Round of 8 game. It went from 96 to 8. Just like that. And your Post 22 Hardhats are in that 8. So Oler, the lefty. First pitch here to Aiden Roberts, gets a piece of it. He's going to foul this one off for an 0-1 start. And he says contact right away. Trying to be aggressive here as Oler he's a good pitcher. So the Hardhats are going to have to get on base here early in this game and try to get as many hits as they can and pitches that they could take. Next pitch is taken here for ball 1 by Aiden Roberts. This one was just kind of turning on in, just on that outside corner for ball 1. Oler with the glove back over the face. The 1-1 pitch here to Aiden Roberts takes a swing. This one is on the ground, picked up by the shortstop. His scoop, his throw to first, the stretch. Aiden Roberts is safe. And the Hardhats get a leadoff single. Aiden Roberts uses his speed to kill, gets a leadoff single, and that's his 3rd one of the day in 2 games. So here comes the center fielder, number 19, Lars Kiefer.
Number 19, Lars Kiefer.
Kiefer had a hit by pitch on his leadoff in the first game, and then followed with a single, and then had a double on his next hit, also racking up 2 RBIs. So with Roberts on first base, he had 3 in the last game as well, 3 stolen bases. Here comes the first pitch to Kiefer. Oler delivers this one off of the chest pad. This one is thrown to second. The ball not in time. This one squeaks it by into center field, and that will be taken for as ball 1. So Aiden Roberts getting stolen bases in both the first game here and the second game. Already with a runner on second. 1-0 count here for Kiefer. As that throw from Erickson to the second baseman and Brody McIntyre just bounced to the dirt just a little bit before it reached the glove, and then over and rolling into center field. So the 1-0 count. Oler looks back to second. McIntyre will back off. Roberts also having a good lead. This is swung on and missed for strike 1 here for Lars Kiefer. So a ball and a strike here for the Hardhats center fielder. Aiden Roberts, who managed to get on first by putting a ground ball into the ground to Carter Harms. The shortstop threw it over to first, had enough speed to beat it out. Here comes the 1-1. He's going to throw that one back. I was also told you never know when he's going to. He's got a good pickoff maneuver. He looks like he's going to throw that pitch, and then boom, right back to that base. And he makes you look a little silly right there. Aiden Roberts, he's seen this a time or 2, and he returns back. And with him being a lefty, he has a straight shot look on first. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Kiefer. This one is going to be placed as a bunt, but it's going to go foul ball back behind him. And Erickson, who ditched the mask, and he decided to not even prowl on it. He lets that one just go for the foul ball. 1-2 count. Roberts, who jumped on the gun there to go to third, trying to get a little advantage. We saw that also back in the first game when Aiden Roberts was on base. Stole, and they came in for the run. So manager Calvin Torvey on third baseline right there. He's for sure going to try to get Aiden Roberts, one of the fastest guys here on the team, into score. So 1-2 fouling the foul ball from Lars Kiefer. Oler looking back to second. Roberts, and they're going to, doesn't throw it, but he stepped off the mound there, acting like he was going to throw it to the second baseman, and Brody McIntyre trying to tag out Roberts on the pickoff attempt. So Kiefer again settling on in on the 1-2 count. Oler gives a nod to Erickson, the catcher. Here comes the pitch. This one is outside. Erickson had to jump up quick to get that catch. It was way up and out for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kiefer re-enters the batter's box here with confidence. Getting ready. Roberts again with the big old lead there off of second. 2-2 the count. Oler, pitcher, the lefty, takes another peek back. Here comes the pitch. This one on that top right corner. And that's going to be for ball 3. So Lars Kiefer, he also started his first at-bat of the last game with a full count. And he does it here in the second game, here in the round of 8 between Lincoln East. 3 balls, 2 strikes with Roberts on first with his leadoff single, also having a stolen base to get on second. Oler, the lefty, gets his call from Erickson, the catcher. He is set it there. Roberts wanting to jump the gun. Let's see if he does. He's going to hold off. This one is coming inside. That is a strikeout, where I'm not sure, but Lars Kiefer is just as confused as I am, so that's going to be the first out. Catches him looking. Kiefer, who thought he was going to get walked, so did I, and I'm sure so did you. So he's going to go away. That's the first out. Oler's first strikeout of the game. Here comes Wyatt Reeder. Hit that 2-run home run on his last at-bat of the game, also having a single and a pop-up. So he has made some noise in his first game today. Oler looking here, the first pitch to him. Reeder's going to let this one drop in for strike 1. And with Dexter Steen usually on first base, as he's been dealing with some shoulder injuries throughout his entire baseball career. He kind of said he just wasn't feeling good. He might have tweaked it, so he will not be playing in today. That's why we saw Reeder play first base in the last game, and then Jackson Reeder, his younger brother, moved to second, where that's Wyatt Reeder's usual position. 0-1 pitch comes. This one is going to be inside of Wyatt Reeder. This one just below the hands for ball 1. So the 1-1 there. And that take for a ball. On deck is the DH Kane McLeod. Getting settled in. Roberts, he's kind of being a little jumpy there from second, trying to get to third. I wouldn't be surprised if manager Kelvin Torrey wants him to come here. The shortstop is right back behind him. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. This one is outside. Gets away from the catcher. Roberts into third, and Erickson was sliding towards that ball. So Roberts advances on that pass ball. And Reeder having a 2-ball, 1-strike count with 1 out. Reeder, the most deadliest hitter here on the Hardhats team, having 100 hits this season. He reached that point by hitting the home run. And in that game, that pretty much settled that 17-0 victory. The 2-1 pitch, as this one gets a piece off of the elbow, but the home plate umpire says that Reeder stepped into it, so Reeder's going to have to go here for another one. Hit right him on the elbow guard. It would have not felt very good if he took that with not that there. So this is actually going to be 3-1, home plate umpire tells us. And here comes the Lincoln East manager out of the dugout talking to the home plate umpire, maybe about that call, maybe wanting it to be a strike as Reeder leaned onto it. Home plate umpire is going to stand to his ground and say this is a 3-1 count here. And the Lincoln East coach saying some things. Probably not PG rated. 3-1 count here. Roberts on third base. He had that leadoff single, the only hit so far in this game. Kiefer the last at-bat on the strikeout looking. Here comes the pitch. This one, Reeder takes the swing. This one was high and tight inside. He fouls this ball off deep to the right side. So 3-2. Back-to-back full counts onto the center fielder and Kiefer, now the first baseman of Wyatt Reeder. Here he comes back into the batter's box. A big pitch here for both Oler and Wyatt Reeder. With Roberts on third, this could be a key moment in this game. 2 really good teams. Here comes the pitch. Reeder takes the swing. This is a pop-up over into left field. That's a base hit and brings Aiden Robertson to score. And the Hardhats are up 1-0 over Lincoln East. An RBI single from Wyatt Reeder. That is his 101st hit of the season, and the runs keep coming here today for Aiden Roberts. So here comes Kane McLeod. He now played in Game 1 of the double, Game 1 against Papillion. A 302 batting average, 383 on-base percentage, and a 407 slugging. So this might where you want to see that pickoff attempt that he does. This is going to go in for ball. The quick throw from McIntyre to first. Reeder is in safe. So McLeod takes that one for ball 1. And Oler looks like he's going to go there for that pitch. And he doesn't. And he throws that pick off its end there. 1-0. Oler the pitch, swung on, the line drive, gets by the third baseman into left field. So back-to-back hits. And the Hardhats now having a total of 3. Kane McLeod getting a single. There's going to be a mound visit already here for Lincoln East, and their coach may not be happy with a little bit of a fast speed walk. For Kane McLeod, that is his 50th hit of the season. So everyone here entering this Gopher Classic for the Pulse 22 Hardhats must want to be a part of the 50 hit club, and Kane McLeod is the newest member. So with Oler here, he threw that strikeout looking to Lars Kiefer, then it started off with that leadoff single from Roberts, put that ball in the ground, picked up by the shortstop and Carter Harms. The throw over to first just wasn't in time. Aiden Roberts has the need for speed, and he beats that just like Maverick in Top Gun. And then we saw the strikeout and the Reader getting the RBI single, which brought in Roberts from third. He stole second base and then advanced on the pass ball to third. And then Kane McLeod there, who just hit that single to get himself on first. So runners on first and second following the mound visit there for Oler and Lincoln East. Jace Morgan, who was walked his first 2 at-bats in the last game and struck out his 3rd at-bat. He had 2 runs as well. He was the only hard-hat hitter that did not get a base hit in the game against Papillion earlier this morning. So the first pitch here, Oler looking back to Reader on second. Here comes the pitch. Morgan takes the swing. This is a ground ball to the short second baseman McIntyre. The scoop, the throw, tag second to first. Great double play there. It's fancy moves there for Lincoln East. That spinorama from the shortstop and Carter Harms, who got it from second, tagged the base, and then the throw across on over to first. So that is a 4-6-3 double play, and that will end the top of the first inning here in this game. But 1-0. Run coming in, scoring there for Aiden Roberts. Hardhats hopefully trying to keep on to this lead. So we'll go here through the defense for your Post 22 Hardhats. We'll go from left field to right field. In left field, number 22, Jace Morgan. In center field, number 19, Lars Kiefer. In right field, number 23, Carter Johnson. From third to first, number 10, yours truly, AR, Aiden Roberts. Number 10. At shortstop, number 12, Dawson Inhofer. At second base, number 25, Jackson J. Reader. And at first base is number 18, Wyatt Reader. Behind home plate, number 21, Josh Elder. And on the mound, number 24, Frederickson. So that is the infield and outfield behind the plate. On the mound, look there for Post 22 Hardhats. 3 hits in that first inning. Leadoff hitter here for Lincoln East will be their second baseman, number 6, Brody McIntyre. And the second batter here in the lineup for Lincoln East. In the game before Post 22 played Pinnacle, Lincoln East was playing, and number 5, Dele Odulate. He has some speed, and he's in center field. He is batting second, and batting third is the right fielder, number 2, Carter McPeak. So those are the at-bat on deck in the hole for Lincoln East. Hardhats, they're really just trying to hope here to hold on to this 1-0 lead. This is the first time they have scored a run here on Lincoln East. This is their second time meeting them. They faced off against each other in Omaha in that game. So McIntyre, again, this is one of the best teams in the country for high school. And Post 18U only lost 6-0. They had 1 hit in that game. That was a big success for that team. So they all meet up here in the middle for Rowan Frederickson. We'll take a look here at his stats. 49 innings pitched. He has an 8-0 record. He is the pitcher has the most wins with no losses this season for the Hardhats. He has 1 save, 56 strikeouts to 32 batters walked, a 1.857 ERA, and a 1.143 whip. He does lead the team in hit by pitches for pitching with 17. So here comes the second baseman. Brody McIntyre will do the honors of leading off for Lincoln East here in this bottom of the first inning, as Hardhats are up 1-0. So Frederickson, the righty, he pitched on the second game on day 1 of the Gopher Classic against Wayzata. Here comes his first pitch. This one is going to be up in that top left corner. for a counted ball 1. So Fredrickson here just trying to test out here, and so is McIntyre, the batter, seeing what Fredrickson has to offer. Next pitch, he will let this one as well go. That one is for ball 2. No call there from the umpire. So first 2 pitches for Rowan Fredrickson with a 2-0 count. He is also committed to Williston State University. He'll be going there with Dexter Steen. McIntyre takes a piece of this one, a foul ball. Wyatt Reeder there on first base, who was over trying to get that one, but he realized it was out of play, out of his reach. Josh Elder as well took the mask off, trying to get a view for that ball if it was in play. And now here comes the third base coach for Lincoln East. He'll have a talk with the home plate umpire, and it looked like they're looking towards Rowan Fredrickson on the mound. And that's the 3rd time that Lincoln East and the coach and the umpire have kind of had a talk today. So Kelvin Torvey, the manager for the Hardhats here, is wanting to ask what he is asking about here. So nothing long there for Torvey and the home plate umpire. They're going to have a just short, sweet talk. So 2 balls and 1 strike after the last pitch from Fredrickson was fouled off. Here comes kicks and deals. This one is swung on. This is a hard ground ball. Dribbles past Roberts and in Gopher. So they will also have a leadoff single there for Brody McIntyre. He's on first base. Now this pulls up the speedster for Lincoln East, number 5, Delay Odulate.
Now that is the center fielder, number 5, Deli Odulate.
Deli, not delay. Deli Odulate. So another right-handed batter here, following the McIntyre single. Fredrickson takes a look there, and Roberts playing deep in there where the grass meets the dirt. Fredrickson, his first pitch here. This is swung, another ground ball. It does the same thing that McIntyre's did, and that one is going to squeeze on past Inhofer and Roberts. So the first pitch Odulate sees, he singles as well. So 2 base hits for Lincoln East, 3 for post 22. This pulls up the right fielder, number 2, Carter McPeak.
Right fielder, number 2, Carter McPeak.
Aiden Roberts still playing right there, kind of where that grass and that dirt meets. Trying to see maybe if McPeak will place a sacrifice bunt here. Odulate wastes no time. We saw Jackson Reeder do that in the first game. He had 3 for 3 in his Hardhats debut. We also saw Brixton Steen make his Hardhats debut pitching-wise through 2 strikeouts in the last inning. So here comes the first pitch, and this will be swung on and missed here for strike 1 for McPeak, as that was put in a little bit down low to the cooker from Rowan Fredrickson. And the Lincoln East players also have these wristbands like NFL quarterbacks do, that they have plays on them. So you'll kind of see them check that for them if you are watching. 0-1 count here, and Hofer backing off to the second. McIntyre on second. This one's hit into right center, and this one is dribbling on back towards the wall. Here comes run. Odulate rounding third, and that's going to be a 2 RBI single. So Lincoln East has now taken the lead here, 2-1 on that. Their 3rd base hit of the game for Carter McPeak, bringing in both of those runners for the RBI double. And I told you this is going to be a great game here to watch. We're going to have to stick around here. Hardhats, they have some revenge to get on this team. So now both teams with the even 3 hits. Here comes Collie Larson, the first baseman, the cleanup hitter for Lincoln East. As on their jerseys, they have the rugs, also known as Carpet Land. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe they're sponsored by a carpet company. Here comes this next pitch. This one is down low. Josh Elder gets his glove hand down there near the dirt. Scoops and gets it for ball 1 there. Fredrickson gets settled on in. He was also at the Minnesota Twins game yesterday. And the 2-1 win for the Pittsburgh Pirates defeated the Twins. 1-0, looking back to the runner on second there, McPeak. And Hofer will back off. Pitch comes, trying to go on a little bit there for a bunt, but it's going to come in close for ball 2. And he did go. So home plate umpire, he did not make the call there. They went to the infield, so that would be counted for as a strike, as Larson kind of went to go lean in on that bunt, and it's going to be counted for as a strike. So the post 22 Hardhat fans here liking that call. So 1-1 the count. McPeak on second. Fredrickson delivers, puts another bunt. This one is in for strike 2. So that's that second time that he's tried to go to place that bunt down into the ground, and it won't work. So third base coach also giving that sign where they look at that play, their sleeve on that left wrist. We'll see that here from time to time. Here comes this next pitch. This one down into the dirt. This one scribbles on over. And this is going to be counted for as ball 2, and the runner will advance there on the pass ball to third base. So here comes a 2-2. Back into the batter's box. Here is Larson, the first baseman, with McPeak on third. Still no outs here for the Hardhats defense after they had a 1-0 early lead. Next pitch there, it's a swung. Ground ball bounces up last second to Aiden Roberts, and that brings a run in to score. So that's another RBI single, and Lincoln East making this a 3-1 game here early in this first inning. As Larson puts that one nice. It was a hard hit ground ball, bounced right out in front of Aiden Roberts just at the last second, took the wicked bounce and sneaks right up over the shoulder of him. He lost his heart in the mix as well. So here comes Carter Harms, the shortstop, batting 5th here in the lineup for Lincoln East. They got that runner on first as Rowan Frederickson, who is kind of a master at pickoff attempts. He is, since the stat was held in 2010 in the Hardhats, you can find all these stats on their organization, as I was also in for strike one. He is in the top 10 leaderboard for pickoffs. There's also Declan Mickley, Jaden Moreno. If you have some time, I suggest that you guys go check that out. It's a lot of great. The database is amazing. There's a lot of players that date back from when it started. And Frederickson trying to pick off the runner here on first. He's going to go in safe. And Nick Ewing, we mentioned this on the game against Sturgis, second all-time in post-22 history with games played through 1996 to 1999. So you can know that if you go through. Maybe you can find your name if you're a post-22 alumni. Next pitch here, this one is going to come up high, so that's going to be for as ball 1, the first one here of the count, and the first at-bat of the day for Carter Harms, the shortstop. Frederickson will look back again to first. Wyatt Reeder with his glove up, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. This one is in for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Dexter Steen, that's his usual position there, and he's got that right arm catch, so he can kind of be a little bit closer. I guess it doesn't matter if you catch right or catch left. But usually you don't see. And this pitch is going to get away. So that's going to be an error. This one is rolling all the way back towards the bullpen. Runner rounding all the way to third. And so that error kind of cost him up big time. Frederickson just trying to pick off the runner there on first. Reeder just couldn't get a hold of it there. It sneaks on by him and rolls all the way here to the right side of the wall. Josh Yeller wants to have a quick chat here with Frederickson on the mound, try to get him calmed down as soon as they can. Hardhats are still trying to find their first out here. That was actually the second error of the game. I wonder if the Aiden Roberts one was also considered for an error, as it did hit him. So Eller is done there with Frederickson on the mound. All the infielders playing in tight with the runner on third there, and Larson. Here is Harms on a 2-1 count. Frederickson delivers this pitch. This is swung on a foul ball up and over the netting and out of play. So 2-2 the count here. Rowan Frederickson has a total of 56 strikeouts on the year. He would not mind adding his 57th here on this single at-bat. Frederickson, the righty, looks a straight shot to the runner on third. Roberts playing off the base. Pitch comes. This one is inside a low. Another pop-up for a foul ball out of play. So 2-2. He's still going to try to fight over and over again on that one, as this game is at high stakes. Tomorrow, for day 5 of the Gopher Classic, will be the semifinal games and the championship games, as this is the round of 8. Here comes this next pitch, swung on a ground ball, third base line. This is going to be for a foul. So 3 straight foul balls in a row here for Carter Harms. On deck for Lincoln East is the catcher, number 30, Braden Erickson. Frederickson, who gets a new ball here from the home plate umpire. Straight-legged on the mound, straight shot look to third. Off the mound, pitch comes, and he go. And he did. Catches him looking, so I called it. Rowan Frederickson gets his 57th strikeout of the year and catches him looking. So Frederickson and Oler both finding something similar, both having 1 strikeout today. So here comes Braden Erickson, the catcher for Lincoln East. He is up here to the bat as he is the 6th batter in the lineup. First pitch he sees, Frederickson puts this one straight down the cooker, in for strike one. 0-1 start off. That was the first out there of the inning as well, so Hardhats trying to pick up some momentum here thanks to the strikeout to the pitcher. Let's see if they can get something boiling here. 0-1 count, Frederickson's pitch. This one went in for strike two, so Frederickson must have found some mojo there on that strikeout. Some voodoo from the baseball gods could possibly be working in here. 1-1 count with 1 out. 3 hits for each team, 2 errors for the Hardhats, and a 3-1 lead for Lincoln East over Post 22 here in the bottom of the first. Frederickson's pitch, this one just down low and outside for ball one. Could have been a 3-pitch strikeout there, but Frederickson wanted to throw him a little bit of a breaking ball, something to chase afterwards, and get him the back-to-back strikeouts under his name. 2-1 the count. Here comes Frederickson's pitch, swung on, popped up high in the air. This one is deep into center and right field, as this will be caught there by Johnson. He's going to throw this one in, runner tagging from third, and now the score is 4-1 here on the sack, Braden Erickson. So 4-1 now the score. 2 outs here. Hardhats are just going to try here as hard as they can to just get out of this inning without any more harm being happening for this Lincoln East team on the Hardhats. So here comes Bryson Rhodes, the 7th batter lineup, playing left field in number 8. And they don't. Lincoln East does not have a lot of left-handed batters. Most of the guys that we've seen here are mostly righties. That could be a difference here in some games, just that righty versus righty matchup. First pitch that Frederickson's going to put here, it's in the strike zone for strike one. So the 0-1 starts. 2 outs, Frederickson extends a leg, pitch comes in. This one took a swing on it. They check on first base coach, and umpire, he says he went on the check swing. So 0-2 the count here for Bryson Rhodes, the left fielder. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Frederickson delivers. This one down low, squeaks by the legs there of Josh Elder. With no runners on bases, they don't really have to worry about anything. So with a 1-2 count, Rhodes back in here. The batter's box. Frederickson. Pitch comes. This one is swung on. This is a high fly ball. Johnson giving chase there. This one is caught. What a great catch by Tater Johnson to make the 3rd out here of the inning. And Post 22 going into the 2nd inning, down by 3. Hopefully trying to find a way back here into this game. And the hustle there from Carter Johnson to make that catch. And uses that speed. We also saw one kind of happen in the last game for Papillion. It was a line drive, though, a diving catch that was made from Landon Albrecht. So back on the mound here for Lincoln East is going to be Jack Oler. He threw one strikeout looking to Lars Kiefer on the 2nd at-bat of the top of the first inning. And then so Hardhats are trying to get something figured out here. They had 3 base hits in that game, or in the first inning. Roberts with the leadoff single. Reeder bringing him in with an RBI single, and then Kane McLeod getting that in the end of the inning on the 4-6-3 double play that Jace Morgan hits. That one came from McIntyre to Harms over to first baseman and Kale Larson. So at bat will be Jackson Reeder, the 2nd baseman. On deck, the right fielder number 23, Carter Johnson, and in the hole, the catcher number 21, Josh Elder. So those are the 3 hitters due up. Josh Elder, who was the designated hitter in last game. They gave Kane McLeod the first game off, as well as Elder, except for just hitting-wise, and then Tommy was the catcher. So this is the 3rd game. Josh Elder is the catcher in the Gopher Classic. So that is the final warm-up pitch thrown there from Oler on the mound, the lefty, starting pitcher for Lincoln East. So still a Reeder playing at 2nd base, just Wyatt's younger brother and Jackson. So he steps in here, another lefty hitting batter. First pitch he sees, makes contact, pops up. This one at the shortstop. This is Harms. Is under it, makes the catch. So first pitch Jackson Reeder sees. He'll have a pop-up right to the shortstop when that's 1 away. So maybe the message here to the Hardhats offense here for hitting, just try to make contact here on the first pitch that you see. You're down by 3 here, and you just want to get something in close to this game and get it tight here. Here comes Carter Johnson, made that play to finish out the first inning. Johnson, the last game, had 4 RBIs and a single and a double. First pitch he sees doesn't hit the mark there for Oler. That'll be in for ball 1. This one also went off to the side there of Erickson, the catcher, so they settle on in here, ready to go. Johnson facing off against Oler. The lefty delivers this next pitch. This is Swan on the foul ball drive to the right side for now a 1-1. Oler, the lefty, receives a new ball. Hardhats and Lincoln East going through balls like nothing. Here comes this next pitch. This one is going to be in down low. That's for ball 2. Good take there from Carter Johnson with a good eye, making sure where he knows where that batter's box is and lets that one in drop down low. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out following the leadoff pop-up from Reeder. Next pitch, this is a hard ground ball over Oler's head. The shortstop Harms picks it up. The throw to first is there. And just a speedy play there by Harms, the shortstop. Just gets to that hard ground ball that Johnson put to the ground and makes that throw there over to first. So that's 2 away here now in the inning. First 2 hitters away. Here comes the third and the catcher, number 21, Josh Elder. So they're going to throw out the manager for Lincoln East. Home plate umpire is not happy with him. Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to go out to talk. They're going to have a long discussion. That's not the first time that these 2 guys right there meeting to the left side of the catcher for Lincoln East have had a discussion today. So he might be done for the day, as the home plate umpire said, "You're out of here." So his day will come to an end. He is probably not happy right now. Probably might be a little steamy. So for Josh Elder in the last game, he, on his first at-bat, made some noise, and I mean a lot of noise. 3 RBI double, and the fall with a line drive, which was caught by the shortstop. So they're going to let him, home plate umpire is jotting something down here into the lineup and getting something all suited here. Probably following the manager ejection with our manager in post 22 with Kelvin Torby there on the third base line. As he's standing there, I said earlier, I found out on the bus that his one of his bucket list items is to jump around with the song named Jump Around at Wisconsin for the start of the 4th quarter for a football game. So with one of the coaches out there for Lincoln East, he is now outside of the dugout. He cannot return. So first pitch here to Josh Elder after first 2 hitters in the inning were out. First pitch he sees is going to be up and in tight for ball 1. So the early 1-0 start up here for Josh Elder. He'll take that one any day and all day. Or the next pitch comes the windup. This one is in down low, ball 2. That offering was down low into the dirt. Could have skidded a little bit as well. Hardhats down by 3. They were up 1-0 in the top of the first, being the guest team. This one swung on a miss for strike 1 there for Josh Elder. And oh boy, they also call him Big J. One reason why, he could put a lot of power into his swings. He has 1 home run this season against Post 320. 2-1 pitch comes. Swung on this is going to be a base hit. Lands in the left center field. And that is going to be the 4th hit of the game here for Post 22. And Josh Elder gets on to first base. And now,
the shortstop, number 12, Dawson Inhofer.
Here comes Dawson Inhofer. He had 2 at-bats in the last game, an RBI double and a single. And they're going to have a courtesy runner here coming for Eller. This is Ryan Negebauer. He also was a courtesy runner for Brody Thompson back in game 1. He scored 1 run as well. So he's on first, showing that pitchers don't only pitch, they can also run.
First base is number 13, Ryan Negebauer.
So here comes Dawson Inhofer, the 9th hitter in the lineup, the shortstop for the Hardhats this afternoon. Negebauer now the courtesy runner on first. Here comes Oler's first pitch. Inhofer places this bunt down, right back to Oler, the pitcher. The throw to first is there. So he tried to place down a sacrifice bunt. Just does not work in the way that Inhofer wanted it to. So that will do it for the top of the 2nd. So Hardhats go all through their 9 batters here through 2 innings of play. At the start of the inning, first pitch, Jackson Reeder wasted no time, took a swing. This one was popped up to the shortstop for 1 out. And then Johnson hit a nice hard ground ball. This one took a little ramp off of the mound, right past second base, and was scooped up by the shortstop and Carter Harms, the thrower at first. Nothing much Johnson could do there. A nice hard hit ground ball. Harms just had some speed to pick it up. And then Elder, who got the 4th hit there and the only hit in the inning. A nice one over the heads there at the second and shortstop and second baseman into center field to get on first. And Negebauer came in as a courtesy runner, and then the ground out there from Gopher trying to place that one down. So the next 3 up here at bat for Lincoln East is going to be their DH, number 28, Cruz Wavra. On deck is going to be their third baseman, number 42, Trevor Roach. And then they go back to the top of the order. In the hole, their second baseman, number 6, Brody McIntyre. So those are the 3 up next for Lincoln East. They scored 4 runs back in that first inning as Carter McPeak brought in 2 of them on a double, and then Morrison also brought in 1 on his single. We saw 1 strikeout there to Carter Harms looking. So Rowan Fredrickson, he kind of found a little bit of something there that he wanted. So something to bring this energy back into this game. Really could get something.
In the second inning for Lincoln East, the designated hitter number 28, Cruz Wavra.
So Wavra, just the 8th batter here. He's going to be the first lefty, I believe, here that Lincoln East has in their batting order. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. He's going to take a swing. He's going to get a base hit up and over Dawson Inhofer's head, and that's going to be a first pitch leadoff single. So now Lincoln East matches the Hardhats with 4 hits apiece. Up next is the number 9 hitter, the third baseman, number 42, Trevor Roach.
Third baseman, number 42, Trevor Roach.
So Fredrickson, who pitched on against Wayzata, we mentioned that earlier, on the first day of the Gopher tournament. And then Moreno pitched the first game, so they've kind of gone through all their starters. And first pitch there is in for a strike. I know I just kind of jumble all my words there. I was thinking and saying stuff that I was just not thinking right. So 1-0 count, as that'll be actually taken for as ball 1. I apologize. Here comes the next pitch from Fredrickson. This one is in for a strike. So 1-1 count. The first one, which probably should have been a strike. That last one probably should have been a ball, but it's going to be counted for as a strike. So just kind of swapping them for each other. So Wavra takes his lead off of first. Fredrickson has his back to first as well. Fredrickson's going to go that direction. The throw to Reeder, make sure he tags him. Wavra is going to be in safe on the pickoff attempt. So 1-1. They get all settled back in here. Back and ready. Fredrickson, the righty, kicks and kneels on the mound. Pitch comes. This one dropped just a little high of the strike zone. So for ball 2, ball's 22, just trying to bring in something here. Trying to get something to work here in and out. 4 hits allowed with 4 runs scored for Lincoln East. Fredrickson has an idle runner on first. He's going to go that way. Reeder the tag. Safe. Oh my, that was close. Fredrickson can't believe that he had his hands over his head. That was so close to call. And that one should have been out. So it's actually a 1-2 count. Scoreboard was round. Fredrickson the pitch here. This one is going to be outside. This one is for ball 2. So either way it would have been a 2-2 count. Back in the box here is Roach. Fredrickson, who was trying to pick off attempt to Reeder on the first base there twice. This next pitch, a ground ball, picked up by Roberts to second. Reeder makes the throw to his brother Reeder. This one skips past Wyatt Reeder. So that's just going to be a fielder's choice. That puts 1 out there. The runner's safe on first. The throw just not on time. So he'll be 0 for 1 today. Wavra goes back into the dugout. So manager Kelvin Torvey here is going to have a talk with the infield umpire, as we saw for Lincoln East. Their manager got tossed out of this game. So managers must just want to talk here to the so I think Torvey might be explaining why that one pickoff attempt wasn't out. I mean, it was so close. So they were still talking there on that first base line. Both finger pointing. So I'm not sure what that's going to be. But the next batter here for Lincoln East is going to be Brody McIntyre, the second baseman. He as well had a leadoff single and a run. So both of the umpires are now talking there on the first base line as well after Torvey explained. So we'll see what's going to happen. So I could hear manager Kelvin Torvey. He said pretty loud, that is wrong. He said that is wrong. So he is not happy about that call. He'll return back into the dugout. It does take quite a bit to make the manager Kelvin Torvey upset with you. So that must have really made him upset. So the runner there on first following the fielder's choice to Roach. Here comes McIntyre. 1 for 1 today. One of the 4 hits as well. Frederickson the first pitch here. This is Swan on a ground ball. Sneaks on past him. Inhofer throws to second. Reeder, as they're going to get the one out there. He didn't make that attempt to throw it to first, as the runner there was close to making some contact with him. So that's just another fielder's choice because he is safe there on first base. So here comes Deli Odulate, the center fielder. He also hit a single. So he is ready as he's outside the box here, looking at the quarterback-like call sheets on the wristband, as the third base coach, instead of their manager now, will give out that call. First pitch here with 2 outs in the top of the second. This one is going to be in for ball 1 on the outside. Odulate was showing for a bunt. So 1-0 start. Frederickson again trying to get that corner look in his eye. The throw to first. Gets him. Wyatt Reeder. Precise accuracy from Rowan Frederickson. And they catch Brody McIntyre a little off guard there. And that's going to cost him. So we go into the 3rd inning here. No teams scored there in that second inning. There was 1 hit each for both teams. So Odulate will still be on the at-bat when we start the bottom of the 3rd. So Hardhats, they go. That's one big, huge thing for them. They don't allow them to run there in the second inning. It allows them to gain some of that, momentum back, some of that confidence and stuff like that. So they're going to go back to the 1, 2, and 3 hitters and Roberts, Kiefer, Reeder. And we're still going to see Jack Oler here on the mound, the lefty throwing pitcher for Lincoln East. So he will get his warm-up in. So I can wait for him to throw in some pitches. We'll just say some MLB scores here. I know you guys probably don't like me doing this, but oh well. Actually, there is no MLB scores today, so I'm the loser. It is actually the All-Star game today. The National League and American League taking off. The AL starting pitcher is the Detroit Tigers' Tarek Skubal, and the National League is the Pittsburgh Pirates starting pitcher Paul Skeens. So they both will duke that one out here tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that is 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Rapid City. So here comes Aiden Roberts. He had that single, that ground ball that was bouncing. He beat it out to the first. First pitch he sees. This drop kind of comes in for a strike. And then in the last game before the Hardhats played against Papillion, Lincoln East, the game that they had earlier this morning, one of their kids hit a home run as well. I wasn't able to catch the number. Next pitch that Roberts sees here, that's going to be in for strike 2. So 2 pitches in here already to the 3rd inning with 2 strikes. Oler the pitch. This one outside takes a bounce there off of the dirt and right over that right shoulder of Braden Erickson. So Roberts will take the first one there. First ball here of the count on 1-2. Oler, the lefty. Wind up, pitch comes again, now outside. Erickson trying to get that quick glove as he caught it outside, trying to pull it more inside. Home plate umpire having none of that. 2-2 the count. Oler again takes a step off the mound. Pitch comes up high, ball 3. So Aiden Roberts started with 2 strikes and now ends up with 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a good comeback here to start off for him. Oler, the 3-2. Leadoff hitting in Aiden Roberts. Delivering the pitch. This one is going to bounce. This one is away. Third ball drop, strike. And that one will be on first. We saw that also happen in the last game too. Papillion. It was Evan Eddy.
Center fielder number 19, Lars Gopher.
So Roberts will go right away ahead on first. So I do not know why Lincoln East's coach was ejected. I just saw him kind of walking out towards the infield and just trying to pick off Roberts on first. He's in safe. I wonder if it was about the double play call, but I'm not quite sure. So I apologize. I can't answer that question fully. So first pitch waiting here for Gopher. He struck on his first at bat. Next pitch comes in. First pitch he really sees will be swung on a miss, as that one previously was trying to pick off Roberts on first. So he'll start off 0-1, and he was also caught looking where he thought that he got walked. I also thought he got walked too. It was just so close to being inside. So Oler again trying to pick off Roberts on first. That one, he's in safe. So the second time here on the Gopher at bat. Roberts also having a stolen base. That was early in the game. Back in the top of the first. Oler, the 0-1 pitch comes, and Gopher takes another swing here, and he will miss for strike 2. So 0-2 with no outs, and back to that, mention of, being them aggressive here on every pitch that they see. And we'll see here if Gopher, what he'll do here in the next pitch. 0-2 takes the swing. This is popped up high. This one is into left field, but the shortstop who is under it, Harms, makes the catch there for the first out here in the inning on the pop-up. So this now pulls up Wyatt Reeder. Wyatt Reeder, he comes in, RBI single. That's what he's got today. He was the reason Hardhats were up at one point in this game. They could somehow be back in this game. It's only a 3-run game. It's a game of baseball. Anything can change at any moment. So with Roberts still on first, Oler staring down at Roberts. Here comes his pitch. Roberts takes off for the steal. This is going to be in for a strike. He kind of slipped on the throw. This one is going to bounce around. So that's the second stolen base of the game here for Aiden Roberts. So Reeder, that one was kind of down the middle, obviously with that sign there with Roberts taking off. You didn't want to take the pitch and try to not get Roberts on second, who has a lot of speed here. So 0-1 counts. Roberts had 3 in the last game, 2 now in this game. Here comes the pitch to Reeder, takes a swing. This is a ground ball, sneaks past the third baseman into left field. They're going to hold Roberts on third. So Reeder is 2 for 2 today. He's going to put runners on the corners there. He gets 2 singles. And now another guy who singled on his first at-bat. This is Kane McLeod, the DH.
The designated hitter, number 27, Kane McLeod.
Kane McLeod, who has 2 home runs this season. With 2 runners on board, he has a chance here. If he does hit a home run, refereeing in all 3 of them, he can make this tie game. So we're going to see a mound visit here for Lincoln East with no coach. It's just going to be all the players there. They're just going to discuss what they see here, what they think should be a little bit different. So as they wait, umpires meeting up again there on that first base line. So Kane McLeod getting ready in here for just his second at-bat of the game. So Oler with runners on the corners with 1 out here in the top of the third. Lincoln East 4, post 22, Hardhats 1. Here comes the first pitch. McLeod takes the swing on and misses. And one thing for Kane McLeod, he does lead the team in strikeouts, as he has struck out 36 times this season. He's been walked a total of 16 as well. 0-1 count. Oler waiting the nod here from his catcher and Erickson. Look to Reeder on first. Here's the pitch. This one is swung on. This is a ground ball picked up by the shortstop. The throw to second is there. Makes the out. The throw to first won't be in time. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. It also brings in Aiden Roberts to score. So the score now is 4-2. So Reeder is out. So here comes Jace Morgan. He hit into the 4-6-3 double play on his last time.
Jace Morgan.
So we'll see what he can do here on his second at-bat of the game. Still trying to find his first hit of the day in both games against Papillion here in Lincoln East. Another look there to McLeod on first. Here comes the pitch. Morgan, a hard hit, ground ball, scooped up by the second baseman. The throw there for McIntyre to Larson is for the third out. So that does it for the top of the third inning. The Hardhats managed to get one run on that fielder's choice there, which brought in Aiden Roberts to score. So they still trail. Now it's just cut into half and a 2-run lead in favor of Lincoln East. We'll take our first short break here on Hardhats TV while I get some water and write down a few stats, and I'll be back here starting for the bottom of the third. The leadoff hitter will be Billy Odulate, followed by Carter McPeak and Kalai Larson. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here on Hardhats TV to start the bottom of the third. All right, we're back and ready here to start the bottom of the third inning between the Lincoln East Carpetland Rugs and the Post 22 Hardhats. So in that last inning, Aiden Roberts came in to score, so cut this lead just into half. But here comes danger to the plate in Deli Odulate for Lincoln East. He gets set and ready to come in. As Aiden Roberts giving some last few words here on the mound to Rowan Frederickson before he returns to third. Odulate singled and got a run, so that he's kind of really resuming his at-bat on the last one because they had a pick off attempt there to McIntyre on first. Frederickson, the first pitch, so we'll start it off. This one is going to be up high in the strike zone for ball one. So 1-0. On the third, 5 hits for Post 22, 4 for Lincoln East. Frederickson's next pitch, this one is going to be in for a strike. A little bit of a curve onto that ball. Looked to be a slider thrown there from Frederickson, just knocking into the strike zone. So now for a 1-1 count. Next pitch, this one up and away near the face, up high for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Frederickson getting settled on in. Latte. Bat, here comes the pitch. This one inside. He got a piece of it, so now a 2-2 count. Here following that, just on the piece of the foul ball, also hit the game changer camera for Lincoln East there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Frederickson with the call. Pitch comes. Swung on. Another Foul ball there. He's just kind of fighting off whatever he can see. Frederiksen trying to throw him a breaking ball there. Try to get him to chase after something that you don't want to chase after. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elder signs him the call. 2-2 pitch comes down the middle. Swung on. This is a ground ball. Elder quickly popped up from his knees up to the feet. Runs over to that one in case if it stayed fair. In this case, it did not. A 2-2 count. Frederiksen gets his call. Puts the hands here at the midsection. Pitch comes. Swung on. Got a piece of it. This one is a ground ball right back to Frederiksen. The throw to Reeder there. And Urulate on the ground out puts one away here in the bottom of the third. So up next, here comes the right fielder, number 2, Carter McPeak.
Right fielder number 2, Carter McPeak.
He had a 2 RBI double on his first time up. That brought in McIntyre and Odulate. That was back in the first inning after just, there was 4 hits in a row for Lincoln East. So they kind of really were drilling those in and in. Here comes this first pitch he sees. This is a hard hit ball into the left center. This one is up and away. This is going to bounce in and hit the top of the brim. Almost could have been a home run. He's rounding second. The throw in Gopher. The throw is Steve Roberts. He gets him. He catches him sliding in. And he is injured. So they're going to check up him on there from third. That one, it hit the top of the line about 355, the white part on the top of the fence there, and it dribbled right back into play. In left field is Morgan. He hauled that one in the throw there to Inhofer to make the tag. And the throw to Roberts. So looks like the runner will actually be safe here on third. So that happened. That one was close. I thought the home umpire said he was out. Manager Calvin Torvia as well. He is not happy. He's frustrated. He doesn't know what's going on. He's going to go out and ask questions. And he is definitely not impressed as McPeak and Roberts talk to each other. I'm sure some apologies made in Roberts there for running into it.
That is the first baseman, number 1, Kalai Larson.
So Kalai Larson comes in. He had an RBI single in his first at-bat, so now with the runner on third with only 1 out here. As infielders again playing in tie here. This could be a bunch show. Frederiksen first pitch here. This is also going to be a slider. This one is in for strike 1. So an 0-1 start. Good start here to the next batter here for Rowan Frederiksen. Hopefully he can keep this rolling here through this at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Frederiksen's, this one in that top left corner. This one's going to be for ball. Just a little high of the strike zone. A little high of the liking there from home plate umpire. 1-1 with McPeak on third. Pitch comes. Swung on the inside. It's going to land in left field. And that is another RBI single for him. So Lakeview East makes this a 5-2 game. McPeak comes in a score for his second run of the game.
Now that is the shortstop, number 3, Carter Harms.
So here comes Carter Harms. As he struck out the one and only here today for Rowan Frederiksen. Him and Oler both sharing one. So with 1 out, runner on first. Frederiksen's first pitch comes in. A swung ground ball. Caught line drive. Jackson Reeder throws it to Wyatt Reeder. The Reeder double play gets it done in the third inning. Wow, that was a great play. So we go to the fourth. Lincoln East 5, Post 22, Hardhats 2. And that one, a nice play from Jackson Reeder, just jumps up, makes the catch, and then Larson, who was on first, he was going to go take off. He was flat-footed about halfway, realizing that Jackson Reeder caught that ball and then threw it over to his older brother Wyatt on first, got the tag there. Reader duo coming in strong to make that big play. Moving over the fourth inning.
Josh Elder.
So the three batters due up here for post 22 are going to be who made that big play to end the third is number 23, 25, Jackson Reeder, followed by number 23, Carter Johnson, and number 21, Josh Elder. So those are at bat on deck in the hole. So the winner of this game will play in the semifinal game tomorrow. So both semifinal and championship games are tomorrow, the last day of the Gopher Classic. And the Hardhats as well having their last travel games before the state tournament on Thursday and Friday in Sioux Falls versus both West and East. A lot of South Dakota teams making the travel up here, some closer than others, like Rapid versus Brandon Valley or Renner or Sioux Falls or Brookings. So, you got to travel a little bit further, but you get great competition here. It's been a lot of great games. This is probably one of the best games that the Hardhats have played here in this game. A nice game to watch two really good teams face off, as all of them have been really good, and especially all six of six that the Hardhats have won here so far in this tournament. So here comes Jackson Reeder, as on his first pitch that he saw in his last at-bat, he had a pop-up to the shortstop.
The second baseman, number 25, Jackson Reeder.
So Reeder, the first pitch here from Oler, and this is going to be right down the middle for a strike. So Jackson Reeder is going to hold off here on the first pitch, as there's going to be a little pad thing here with Erickson, as he's just going to readjust something here with the straps and all the catcher's equipment. Open umpire gives him a little bit of time here to fix that. I think it was that wristband like the NFL quarterbacks wear that fell out of his back pocket. So 0-1 the count, Reeder getting set on in. Oler thumbs up here, ready to go for the next pitch. This one is in, the bunt is placed. Oh, it just goes foul on that third base line. Jackson Reeder hustling all the way over to first, as he just tried to get that one in fair. It just was third base line foul. So 0-2 picks up the bat again here. He's going to retry this. And Oler really didn't put a lot of heat under that pitch. Probably was a little bit of a breaker ball. So Reeder looking over the third base line here at Coach Torvey for the call sign. He gets it. He ran towards the lefty's batting box. Here comes Oler, the lefty-to-lefty matchup. This one is inside, and that's going to be for ball one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hardhats having 5 hits in this game with 2 runs, and Lincoln East having 5 runs and 6 hits. Here comes the pitch, swung on by Reeder. This one up and over the mound. That's his base hit, and a leadoff single here in the 4th inning. In this round of 8 game between Lincoln East and the Post 22 Hardhats. So he is now 1 for 2 today. Here comes Carter Johnson. He's 0 for 1 today. He had a ground out to the shortstop in Carter.
Right fielder number 23, Carter Johnson.
So he's getting settled on in the right field. Here comes his first pitch. He sees this one outside, and they're going to get Jackson Reeder at first base, and same thing that kind of happened right over there. Earlier, Jackson Reeder made that play to end the 3rd. So that pulls him off first there. That was also in for a ball on Johnson there. So that will be the first out here in the 4th. Roller the next pitch. Johnson's going to let this one drop in. That one for ball 2. And Carter Johnson, a big Chicago Cubs fan, as well as a big Chicago sports fan like Bears, Blackhawks, all that. 2-0 pitch here. Oler swung on. This one is up and over for a foul ball. He came here before the trip because the Minnesota Twins are playing the Chicago Clubs over at Target Field in the Twin Cities, so he had some fun watching those games, as 2 really cool teams to watch playing against each other nearby. 2-1 pitch. This one is up. That one's going to be taken for ball 3. So no pitcher here has walked a batter yet in this game. That's kind of been a big theme. I mean, we're seeing 2 really good teams just hit after hit. 3-1 pitch. This one is going to be down the middle for strike 2. So Johnson faces off with full count, eye to eye for the first time today. Will it be a yay or a nay? We'll see. Pitch comes. Swan on. This one foul ball on the third base line. So close. And that third baseman there in Trevor Roach just made that tiny adjustment to make that catch. That one was landing right in front of Kelvin Torvey onto the third base line. And I also found out a funny thing a few years ago. They also came here to the Gopher Classic. They went to a Twins game, and he was on the look-alike cam, where they put up a picture of a mascot or a famous celebrity, and they have a picture that looks like him. 3-2 count. Swan on by Johnson. Same thing, a foul ball on that third base line. I do not remember who they thought he looked like. I don't know if they really remembered if he was a former Minnesota Twin player or not. Who knows? 3-2 count following 2 straight foul balls by Johnson, both on that third base line. Over the lefty, hands one over. This one is down low, and he catches him looking. So another one that looked like it was going to be a walk, and it catches them striking out. So Johnson goes away, and that's going to be the second out here in the 4th inning. And Oler, his second strikeout looking today. So here comes Josh Elder, the catcher. He has a single in this game. Here's the step back. The pitch comes. This one is going to be outside. So a 1-0 startup. Now both teams having 6 hits from Reeder getting in that hit. We're going to see some action moving on in the bullpen. It's Skylar Montgomery. He's going to get his warm-up in. So the 1-0 count here to Elder. This one is going to come inside. That's going to be in for a strike. So 1-1 the count. Really glad that the live is working here, as we've just been dealing with a lot of Wi-Fi issues with all that stuff. So next pitch coming in close there for Elder. That one in for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Just now for the third batter here in this 4th inning for Post 22. It's the big man, Big J, Josh Elder. Oler, the pitch comes. This one is outside, ball 3. So 3-1 count. Elder takes the step outside the box. He re-enters. He always tries to find some extra grip here on the batting gloves. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Down the middle, takes the swing. He's going to go 2 for 2. It's bumbled there by McIntyre, the second baseman, who tried to get the scoop up there with the glove. He just couldn't get it there in time. So him and Reeder are the only 2 hitters here today. They're 2 for 2 on with 2 singles for both of them. And now this is Dawson Inhofer. He had that bunt that was picked up by Oler, the pitcher. And a throw over to first there to get the out.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 12, Dawson Inhofer.
So again here to the courtesy runner, Ryan Negebauer on first base. As when Elder also got his first base hit, they did the same thing. They don't want their catcher running out there. They want a speedy guy. Here comes the first pitch. Inhofer takes a swing. This is a high ball into center field. Odulate is under it and makes the catch for the third out. That does it for the top of the 4th inning. Post 22 still just trying to get that 1 more run or 2 more runs here in this game. They're just not getting it quite yet.
For Post 22 at the top of the 4th inning. No runs on 2 hits. There were no Lincoln errors and 1 man left on base. Rule for Lincoln coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off will be the catcher, number 30, Braden Erickson. On deck, Bryson Rhodes. And the hole, Cruz Wabra.
So Frederickson will remain here on the mound to start the 4th inning for Post 22. We see Skylar Montgomery getting warmed up in the bullpen, as I could see him, as the camera doesn't cover that. But Montgomery, who also, he hasn't started a game pitching for Post 22. He kind of came before relief. So they're going to get that going. So the at-bat is going to be Braden Erickson, followed by on deck, left field number 8, Bryson Rhodes, and in the hole is the DH, Cruz Wabra. That's a cool last name. Been some interesting names here. A lot of the Minnesotans, too. If you're in Minnesota, there's a lot of weird names. Like the cities, Wayzata, Minnetonka, Minnehaha, Medina. So weird. It's Minnesota. Land of 10,000 lakes. You look out a window, there's a lake there. You look to your left, there's a lake there. Behind you, a lake. Boom. You can't go anywhere without finding a lake here for crying out loud. So the Hardhats, this is their first game in Shakopee as the ATU team were playing their games here. As the Hardhats were in Victoria the last 3 days. Had some fun here on this trip. They made their way to the mall pretty close to the hotel that they're staying at. They've been to the Mall of America. They've been to a Twins game. So they have done a lot of things here during this trip that they'll remember here for a long time. Even the guys that are returning, some guys are graduating. They're going to have some fun here. And the season has gone by fast. If you really think about it, state tournament coming up on July 29th through August 1st in Watertown. So that is going to be something there. All right, so we're going to go here to start the bottom of the 4th. Frederickson giving some knucks here to Reeder and Roberts on the mound as they both disperse to first.
Bottom of the 4th inning for Lincoln East. The catcher, number 30, Braden Erickson.
So here is Braden Erickson, the catcher who had the sac fly. The first pitch here from Frederickson. This one is going to come in down low. Frederickson and Erickson facing off against each other just for the second time here in this game. Next pitch he sees, this one is going to be in for a strike. He takes no swing on that one. Doesn't attempt anything there. So 1-1. For Erickson, the next pitch. This one is just going to go a little bit down low. Elder, that one was a little bit of an off-speed pitch. So it kind of came in a little slow. He had that glove under it, hit that palm of the wrist, and popped right back out. 2 balls and a strike. Frederickson, Erickson, he takes a piece of it. This is a foul ball, so a 2-2 count would prevail. On deck for Lincoln East is the left fielder, number 8, Bryson Rhodes. So finding a new ball, following the foul. Here comes the pitch, swung on a ground ball, up the mound, picked up by Inhofer, the shortstop. He juggles it, throw to first. And it's a circus show there from Dawson Inhofer, juggling the ball in midair. Buy your tickets at the Fitz for the next few games. In the sub-state regions, you can see Dawson Inhofer doing a juggling act like he just did right there. So 1 away, pulling the ground out from Erickson. Up next here is Rhodes. He had a fly out on his first time up. First pitch he sees, this one is right near the hands. Take it for as ball 1. Josh Elder, again, we mentioned earlier, this is his 3rd game of this tournament catching. Next pitch he sees, Rhodes. This is going to be a soft ground ball picked up by Jackson Reeder. A throw to Wyatt Reeder is there for the second out here in the inning. 2 ground balls have been placed down. Here comes Cruz Wavra. I'm trying my best to say which Reeder it is since there's 2 of them. Jackson and Wyatt. Should be pretty easy knowing my own name with Wyatt Reeder. So here comes Wavra. He had a single on his first time up for the Cumberland Rugs DH. First pitch he sees, this is going to be in down the middle for a strike 1. 0-1 startup. 7 hits for the Hardhats, 6 for Lincoln East. Hardhats also having 2 with Lincoln East with none. Next pitch he sees, this is a hard hit ball. This is a foul ball. This one is dribbling out into the parking lot. So 0-2 count. As Wavra will have a talk here with his third base coach. So they run some things over after they discuss what they think of and what he wants them to do. We get settled on it. 0-2, Wavra back into the box. 0-2 with 2 outs. Pitch comes. This one up and away for ball 1. 1-2 strikes. Trying to get something here starting and going for Frederickson. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that does it for the 4th inning. We go to the 5th. Frederickson finishes it out with his 2nd strikeout of the game. That's the first strikeout we have seen swinging And Wabra is out and away. So for post 22,
For Lincoln East in the
their
bottom of
leadoff
the fourth
hitter
inning,
here
3 up and 3
is
out.
going to go back to the top of the order. They've done it in the last few innings. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Roberts, Kiefer, Reeder.
Leading off will be the third baseman, number 10, Aiden Roberts.
So we'll see if Jack Kohler is going to remain on the mound for Lincoln East, or if they're going to move to someone from the bullpen. I did see someone warm up for them. But Kohler, who has only allowed 7 hits and 2 runs through 4 innings of play.
9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Minnetonka High School.
So the winner of this game plays the semifinal game at 9 a.m. Central Time in Minnetonka. So it looks like there will be a new pitcher. And it's going to be Kyle Larson to start this 5th inning. So they switch from a left-handed pitcher to the righty. Kohler, who threw some good heat there, maybe they're trying to experiment. If they win this game, maybe they might try to save him. But I don't think that's how it works at Legion of Baseball. You can't pitch tomorrow after the amount of pitches that he has thrown today. That's kind of why the Hardhats wanted to save some of their pitchers. I'm assuming that if they weren't able to make the championship game, they could play some of their starting guys. Just like Rowan Frederickson. He pitched 2 days ago, pitched well, way under his pitch count, had 2 days to rest, and man, he's right back into it. So they get the warm up there in the infield. Roberts today, he's got a single on the last one. He reached to first following the third ball drop strike. So on first base, because that's where Larson was, they're going to move in now. Grayson Bjorkman, so he'll be on first now. So righty is still finishing up here with his warm-up pitches, and that is the final one. So we get started with action in the 5th inning. Hardhats still trailing here in this game after they came out 1-0 early in the 1st inning. Lincoln East has 5 runs post 22. Hardhats have 2.
Leading off for post 22 at the top of the 5th inning, the third baseman, number 10, Aiden Roberts.
So Roberts set and ready. Here comes ready for the next pitch. This one is up, and this one is in for strike 1. So Roberts' first pitch he sees starts off 0-1. Next one here from Larson. This one is going to drop in. This one won't be counted for as a strike, so this is a 1-1 count. No outs. Larson, who was the first baseman, has 2 RBI singles today batting. Here comes his next pitch. This one on that curveball just coming up way up and high for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strikes. Next pitch. This one is going to be in for strike 2 onto Aiden Roberts. So leadoff hitter here in the 5th inning. He's led off in the 1st, 3rd, and now 5th. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Larson, the righty, coming in here, his first batter face in this game. His pitch is in, drops. This is going to be in for ball 3. So good take there from Aiden Roberts, as the Lincoln East crowd thought that was going to be for a strike. It's not. 3-2 count. Takes a step back off the mound. Pitch comes this one down to the dirt. And that is the first walk we have seen all day. And the first one will be allowed here to Aiden Roberts. He moves on over to first. Up next here is Lars Kiefer. 0 for today, a strikeout and pop-up.
Lars Kiefer.
So that's what he has done today, going 0 for 2. And they're going to try to pick off the runner on first. He's in safe. Roberts having 2 stolen bases today. He had 3 in the last game. He got walked as well in the last game, so he's just been on base pretty much every at-bat in this game. Kiefer, this is hit into right field. It's caught. So that's going to be the first out. They're going to try to throw this one into first, as Bjorkman has to go up and get that one as this one was trailing on in. So that's just going to be a fly out there from Gopher. So we go Wyatt Reeder. 2 singles today, having an RBI.
Wyatt Reeder.
Him and Eller are the only 2 on the team that are 2 for 2 today. Settling on in, still with Aiden Roberts on first base with 1 out. Larson, the righty. Runner back behind him and Roberts on first. They're going to try to pick him off the tag, and that one gets him. So 2 outs now. Aiden Roberts gets picked off the second time. Hardhats runner on first. Has gotten caught like that. So Reeder still hasn't faced a pitch here with 2 away. Nice quick maneuver there from Gayla Larson. Pitch comes. Reeder's going to place this bunt. It's a foul ball over back and behind the third base line. So he has to come back, and Reeder, who has placed a lot of great bunts this year, especially right in that third base line. And a bunt the other day in that big 17-1 victory over Lakeview South, or 17-0. 0-1 count here. Larson, the pitch, comes to Reeder, takes the swing down low. This is a high fly ball going deep to the right field wall. This one hits the wall, 355. Reeder's rounding third. He's going to come into third, so that's going to be a triple for Wyatt Reeder. And he almost thought about coming home, but he's going to hold off. So he is now 3 for 3 on the day. 2 singles and a triple. That one hitting all the way right on that 355 sign there on that right field wall. So here comes Kane McLeod. He's got a single and a fielder's choice today.
The designated hitter number 27, Kane McLeod.
So McLeod getting set on in. That's the 8th hit of the game for post 22. Larson, the first pitch here. This one is going to be in for a strike on the Kane McLeod. He's going to decide to hold back on that one. Getting ready and set here for the next pitch. Larson delivers off the mound. This one traveling outside, and making that catch there was Erickson. If he would have not got a hold of that, Wyatt Reeder would have came in and scored to make this back to a 2-run deficit in favor of Lincoln East. Now it's 5-2. 1-1 count here. Larson the pitch. McLeod takes a swing on it. Just gets a foul ball. This one hits the fence and knocks down the camera yet again for Lincoln East for their streaming. Not quite like ours. So 1-2 with 2 outs here for Kane McLeod, the DH, with Wyatt Reeder following his triple on third base. Takes the step back. Larson hands one over. This one is up and high for ball 2 on McLeod. He knows better not to take that one. 2-2-2 reads the scoreboard there in right field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Larson the glove over the face here, ready for his next pitch. It comes to McLeod. Takes a drop, and this one up high for ball 3. So he's facing straight ahead with full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reeder on third. Larson. His windup. Pitch comes. Swung on. This is a ground ball. Over. Sneaks by the second baseman. He gets the scoop to throw to first. And he gets it. So Reeder won't come in to score, as that is just going to end the top of the 5th. It was McIntyre, the second baseman, who made that pickup, and he kind of tumbled a little bit while scooping it. And the throw over to first to Grayson Bjorkman. He just got it in time to get Kane McLeod out here. So that ends the top of the 5th. So close. Following that Wyatt Reeder triple, and then we saw the Roberts walk, and they picked him off there on first base. So Frederickson still remains here in the game, starting his 5th inning pitch. He has 2 strikeouts today. 1 looking and 1 swinging. So the leadoff hitters here for Lincoln East are going to be Trevor Roach, followed by Brody McIntyre and Deli Odolate. Yeah, those are going to be their next 3 due up. So Josh Eller Is ready here for this one. 8 hits and 2 runs for Post 22. 6 hits and 5 runs for Lincoln East. This has been a really good game to watch. 2 really good teams facing off against each other in a great tournament. So ready and back in.
Bottom of the 5th inning for Lincoln East. The third baseman, number 42, Trevor Roach.
Roach 0 for 1 today with the fielder's choice. Frederickson, the first pitch he gives, this one a foul ball, taken again, that one out into the parking lot for a foul ball, 0-1 count. Frederickson here dished a new ball as he gets his grip ready on this pitch. 0-1 the count, 2 errors. Pitch comes for the Hardhats today. This one's going to come in down low also. Just rides right there on the dirt, kicks him up. 1-1 count. Frederickson, the pitch comes, swung on a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Frederickson was waiting here for Roach, the batter, who had that second there outside the box as he re-enters now back in. Here comes the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. He catches him swinging on his 3rd strikeout of the game. So 1 away, and the leadoff hitter is gone. Now here comes Brody McIntyre for his 3rd at-bat of the game.
6, Brody McIntyre.
1 for 2 today, a single and a fielder's choice. So Frederickson gets his feet where he wants them on the mound. First pitch here to McIntyre, the leadoff hitter. He made that last play there in the last inning to end it. This first one is also going to get a piece of that right leg there from Josh Elder and rolls off to the right side for ball 1. 1-0 start. Frederickson, the pitch comes, swung on by McIntyre. This one into right field. Johnson giving chase, makes a diving play, and it drops out of the glove. He's gonna throw this one into second, and not in time. So a double is gonna be the results there for Brody McIntyre's 2nd base hit of the game. Johnson, who went to go dive, almost made that diving catch. I wonder if it went in his glove, and right as he hit the ground making contact, it might have popped right back on out.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 5, Deli Odulate.
So Deli Odulate comes in. 1 for 2 today with the single and a ground ball. A runner on second as well with 1 out. That was the 7th hit of the game for Lincoln East, the carpet laying Rugs. There are the red jerseys, Post 22 in the blue. They haven't caught on yet. Steps back in here to the righty's batter's box. Frederickson getting set. Ready to dish off his first pitch here. And he's just going to try to take a step here off the mound, keeping the runner there on second base as he had some worries if he was going to steal for 3rd. Roberts also playing closer there into the grass as that righty into that left side of the field. First pitch here down the middle, no take there from Odulate in for strike 1. Frederickson, who started this inning with a strikeout, getting Trevor Roach. So no balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Frederickson here with the pitch. This one is a slider. That one also in for strike 2. That one was right there knocking on that right corner on the right side of the strike zone for strike numero dos. So it's Spanish. I didn't do Spanish. 0-2 count, 1 out. Runner is hobbling like the Energizer Bunny from second. Someone give him some batteries because he might be running out. With the malfunction there, hopping up and down. Maybe on a pogo stick, who knows. Frederickson delivers the 0-2. Odulate dropped here by Elder. The pickup, he's going to look to 3rd. He's going to throw to 1st. So they're going to get the runner out there on 1st, and the runner advances over to 3rd. So that's also a strikeout. So here comes Carter McPeak. And he is 2 for 2 today as they're going to intentionally walk him as he hit that triple on the last time. So he's just going to kind of take that free base there.
First baseman, pitcher number 1, Kalai Larson.
So here comes Kalai Larson. For him, he's 2 for 2 today. 2 RBIs and 2 singles. So with runners on the corners with 2 outs after the coaching staff here for Post 22 decides to walk McPeak. First pitch here taken. This one is going to be in for a strike. That one is going to be taken there on the outside corner. 0-1 count. Frederickson getting set on in. Reeder on the first base bag. Roberts is off of third base bag. So with the righty facing hitter try to hopefully play in that shift, as there's going to be a time called here. I believe that we have that just here for a quick time for Kale Larson to get adjusted. 0-1, both runners taking good leads. Again, Energizer Bunny there on third base. Pitch comes, takes the swing. This one is going to be dropped. We'll see if that will be counted for as a strike, and it won't. So that's going to be in for ball one. I thought he went there for the swing, but my eyes need to be checked. So 1-1 count. Ready and on the counter table here for 2 outs. Frederickson. Straight shot look on third. Energizer Bunny doing his thing. The pickoff attempt, throw to first. Reeder gets the tag there onto McPeak. He's going to be in safe, so 1-1. Larson, the fourth batter in the lineup for Lincoln East. This is his third plate appearance of the game. 1-1 count. Frederickson's pitch. This is dropped. Swan on hard hit ball into left field. Morgan makes the catch for the flyout and gets the third and final out here in the 5th inning. So we go to the 6th. Hardhats still need 3 more to make this a tie game. And the leadoff hitters for Post 22 are going to be Jace Morgan, Jackson Reeder, and Carter Johnson. So those are going to be the 3 up. And then we'll see if Larson will make his return back to the mound. I believe he will for Post 22 or for Lincoln East. So we'll take one more short break here on Hardhats TV before we get ready for the start of the 6th inning. And we'll be back. Back and ready here to start the 6th inning here in this round of 8 game. Winner goes to the semifinal and plays at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And there's 2 more innings here for Post 22 to bat since they're the away team. They'll have that top of the 7th. If Lincoln East is able to close it out, if they won't play bottom of the 7th, there'll be a final score. So Jace Morgan coming in. 0 for 2 today. He had that 4-6-3 double play on his first at bat and the ground outs on his last and second. First pitch there, he's going to turn in to his outside as that one closing in there on his right hip. Taken for ball 1 as we still see Larson here on the mound, the righty, who was the last pitcher there to finish out the 5th. Next one, this one again, right above the knees there for ball 2, close and inside. Jace Morgan made that last catch to put out the 5th inning, that flyout which was caught from the Larson hit. So they're both kind of meeting up against each other, 2-0. This one is going to be in for a strike. That was also coming a little bit closer, but not as much inside as those previous 2 pitches against him. 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch to Morgan. Takes a swing, a ground ball right back to Larson. He's just going to jog this one out. The underhand throw to first. And that's going to be the first out. So the ground out 0 for 3 now on the day for Jace Morgan. It's kind of tough here for the Hardhats. They've played a lot of games here in the last few days, and, you know, they must be a little bit
Now batting is the
sore,
second
fatigued,
baseman,
and all
number
that. So
25, Jackson Reeder.
here comes Jackson Reeder. He has a pop-up to the shortstop and a single today, so 1 for 2, making his third at-bat. First pitch here, he's going to place this bunt. It's going to be fair here on the third base line. He's going to try to run it out, and he's going to be in safe, as there's no communication there from the pitcher nor the third baseman. So a single for Jackson Reeder. So now both of the Reeder boys at least having 2 hits here on the game. And now here comes Carter Johnson. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout.
Carter Johnson.
As that was Roach, he was kind of running in towards it. So was Kalai Larson. Didn't know who was going to pick it up or who was going to make the throw, but you have to pick up the ball if you want to make the throw, and no one did. Here comes this first pitch into Johnson. This one just takes a perfect drop. It's going to go in for a strike. So 0-1 start. Jackson Reeder on first base. He has been picked off once here before in this game. He was kind of running about halfway, and then he got caught. And then back to first. Here comes Larson on this next pitch. Fouled off over the right side there by Johnson. 0-2. 1 out following that ground out from Jace Morgan right back to Larson. Hardhats trailing by 3 runs here. They're 1 closer with a runner on first there, and Jackson Reeder following his bunt single. 0-2, they're going to try to pick him off. The tag, Bjorkman is not going to get it in time. And manager Kelvin Torvey there, he might be wanting to call here for a time. And he's going to come out and run here, maybe talking to this infield ump. Maybe by wondering if maybe a balk could happen if that pitcher. And I wonder if the Lincoln East coach got ejected because he went out to the field and didn't call for a timeout, as someone mentioned there in the comments. I thought that might be the right answer. No balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Jackson Reeder still on first base. He's going to take a little step closer to second. Bjorkman has his glove up there on the first base. Larson the pitch. Johnson takes a swing. This is a ground ball. It's going to go foul ball. Picked up right by the hands there of Kelvin Torvey, who returns back in. He's an on-hand toss this one into the Lincoln East dugout. So Johnson still trying to fight off here. Facing an 0-2 count. Larson with a new ball. Shaking his right arm, trying to get his shoulder a little bit more loosened up. Runner behind him, Reeder on first. Here comes the pitch to Johnson. This one up high, the throw to first, and not going to be in time. So for ball 1, that's what happened on the last time there as well for Reeder. He was a little bit too far away from first base, and then Erickson had that bull over to throw over to the first base. At the time, it was Larson who got the tag on Jackson Reeder to get that pick off its ends. 1-2. Reeder again takes his lean off. Here is Johnson at the plate. Larson delivers. Swan on. This is in tight near the hands there. This is going to be a throw over to first. And that's going to be a fielder's choice, which moves Reeder on over to second base. So 2 outs. Pulls in now another guy today with Reeder going 3 for 3. Josh Elder is 2 for 2 today. Here now making his 3rd at-bat of the game. 2 singles. Jackson Reeder and some speed on second, with Dawson and Hofer on deck if they get to him here with 2 outs. As there's going to be a quick time here called as Larson is going to call upon Erickson back up here to the mound as they're going to have a talk here what they want to do here on Eller the batter. So they're going to put a cork in that one. Settling on in here, ready for this next. Larson back to the mound. Elder does his thing at the plate, gets settled on in, ready here for his first pitch that he will face on his 3rd at-bat of the game. Larson. Righty delivers one. This one was coming in close. This one almost got past the catcher there, and Erickson. Reeder, his hips were facing towards third base. He wanted to take off, and he decides to come back home. So a 1-0 count to start off. That one also had Elder turning toward his outside. He didn't want to take that one there off the leg. 1-0 count. We haven't seen a hit by pitch yet so far in this game. We saw a few in the last game. Larson delivers. Eller takes the swing. He's going to take a foul ball. This one over the netting and out of play. So 1-1 with 2 away. Practice swing, waits here for Larson to get ready at the mound, then he'll step into the batter's box here. Taps the hard hat, getting set on in here to the batter's box, comfortable and cozy. A ball and a strike with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Lincoln East 5, Post 22 Hardhats 2 with. And there's going to be timeout called here by Elder at the bat. At the plate as he's going to hold here as he's just going to try to stall some more time. So 1-1. Looks back to Reeder on second. Larson hands one over. Eller takes a swing. This is a high fly ball. And the shortstop is going to make the catch there. Arms and the pop-up from Elder. So that will do it for the top of the 6th inning. This could be the last time that we see Lincoln East bat in this game.
For Rapid City Post 22 in the top of the 6th inning. No runs on 1 hit. There were no Lincoln errors and 1 man left on base.
Looks like Owen Frederickson's day has come to an end as he is hanging out there in the dugout. There are 2 strikeouts there in the last inning. We'll see if Skylar Montgomery has made his way in the field. Yes.
This ball game will move on to the championship round beginning at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning at Minnetonka High School, Veterans Field. The winner of this ball game right here will play against the winner of the Lincoln Southwest versus Creighton Prep, which is a ball game going on in Prairie right now. Again, that would be a 9 a.m. ball game.
So here comes Skylar Montgomery making his way to the mound. He will be the Hardhats starting pitcher here in the 6th inning. His stats on the year: 40.2 innings pitched. He has a 7-0 record. He is also another pitcher that is undefeated with more of the higher wins on the team. He has 4 save opportunities, or 4 saves. He leads the team in that category as Jace Morgan has 3. He is trailing behind him. He has 37 strikeouts with 27 batters walked, a 1.721 ERA, and a 1.328 whip for Skylar Montgomery. And he made an appearance earlier in the 1st and 2nd day, one of those 2. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't have my other notebook with me right now. So he'll get his warm-up pitches. Lincoln East, just saying the winner of this game will play at 9 a.m., but the winner could be Creighton Prep, who they also played against in Omaha. Played against this team in Omaha as well. So we're getting closer here. Montgomery just loosening up his arm as he spent some pretty good time there in the bullpen warming up with the backup catcher and Brody Thompson. Getting his arm all juiced and flowed up, ready to go here for the start of the bottom of the 6th inning.
For Rapid City, number 15, Skylar Montgomery. Montgomery on the mound for Post 22.
So he throws his final warm-up pitch, and the leadoff hitter for Lincoln is going to be Carter Harms. As he is 0 for 2 today, he had a strike on his first at-bat, and he had that line drive, which was caught by Jackson Reeder in the throw over to first. So here come all the Hardhats together. They're going to give some knucks here to Skylar Montgomery like they do here with every new pitcher. As they all go to first, second, third, and short, and catcher.
Leading on the bottom of the 6th inning for Lincoln East. The shortstop, number 3, Carter Harms.
And then Harms on that double play as well, which was caught by Jackson Reeder. Threw it over to his brother Wyatt on first base. Got that double play to put out 1 inning. So Montgomery, his first pitch here in the game. This is going to be swung on a foul ball third base line. It was almost inches away from staying fair. Jace Morgan is just going to come and move this one a little bit here out of the way so they can resume play. 0-1. Harms is the shortstop as he made that pop-up from Elder earlier. And strikeout. And then to start the top of the 7th, it'll be Dawson Inhofer. Montgomery pits and swivels. Swung on. This is another foul ball. This went to the third base line right on in front of their third base coach. Their new one after the manager who was staying there got kicked out. 0-2 count. Montgomery extends off the mound, pitch travels a little bit outside. That one's taken there for ball 1. Josh Elder gets his catching mitt just there in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes his next pitch. Montgomery delivers. This one is in a little bit low for ball 2. So it was an 0-2 start with 2 foul balls in the last 2 pitches for 2 balls. Here comes his next pitch. This one is going to be outside, ball 3. So leadoff hitter facing full count here again. First time I believe that the leadoff hitter has seen full count. We saw that a lot in the last game. He's going to take a swing. This one is a foul ball. Again, right out in front of his dugout. Third baseline. 3-2. Skyler Montgomery, ball in his glove. Here comes his pitch. Down the middle, swung on. Again, foul ball in that deep left field. He's just swinging a little bit too late. Coming too early there on those swings. And it's causing him to go foul here for all the times that he has struck out, or swung on for his 4 times. So they're going to clean off home plate here so it's visible. Back to the plate is Harms. Montgomery shakes off the first pitch there, the Eller. He likes the second. Here it comes. This one is going to be in for strike 3. Catches him looking, and Skyler Montgomery puts the first guy away here on the strikeout. 2 more to go here, and then we go to the 7th. The second time Harms has struck out in the game. Here comes Braden Erickson.
Number 30, Braden Erickson.
The catcher, he had a sacrifice fly on his first at-bat, and then he had the ground out to Dawson and Hofer on his second. Montgomery, his first pitch here. This one is going to be in down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1 kick-up. Montgomery again settling on in, lifts his leg. This one is in for strike 2. So he started off this at-bat like he did the last at-bat with an 0-2 start. Follow with the next 3 pitches for 3 balls, and then struck him out looking. Montgomery, the 0-2 pitch comes, swung on. This one is in foul territory. It's going to be caught by Wyatt Reeder. Makes a nice catch. He does the Reeder slide like he did yesterday, going up into the mound. And the first base coach there for Lincoln East will give him some next. Erickson is away. That's 2 outs here. This puts up Bryson Rhodes over to a fly out on the ground out today. Steps in. Hardhats just needing 1, and they need 3 more runs here to get this tie game. The first pitch here again, that one's in for a strike. It was just 3 pitches that it took in the last at bat. The third one, which was caught by Reeder. This is swung on. This is a foul ball. Reeder can't get a hold of this one. It's going to go out of play and hit this big tree standing just a little bit right behind the dugout of the Hardhats. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Skyler Montgomery getting settled in. Pitch comes. This one on the top right corner catches him looking for out number 3. It is go time here for post 22. They're down by 3 in the last inning of play. Last inning here. This could be the last of the tournament for them if they don't come back and get this going. So Montgomery throws 2 strikeouts looking there to end this out. 1 to Harms and then 1 to Rhodes, and the pop up there from Erickson. So Dawson and Hofer will be the first at bat, followed by Aiden Roberts and Lars Kiefer. We'll see if they are going to pull out a closer or not, or if they're going to keep with Larson on the mound. So it looks like Larson is still going to remain out here for Lincoln East. Today for Dawson Inhofer, he is over to a ground out and a fly out. So the right-hander will get warmed up. Moments away, top of the 7th inning here in Shakopee, Minnesota, for this day 4 of the Gopher Classic. Had a great time up here. It's been fun going to Twins games, Mall of America, watching this team just dominate on the field here in this tournament. Looking for one more last hoorah here to get this lead back to a tie game. Neither team has scored since the 3rd inning. They both put up 1. And then both teams have only scored in the 1st and 3rd innings, so they kind of say, hey, I get 1, you get 1, I get 1, you get 1. 1 run scored in the 1st inning for Rapid, 4 for Lincoln East, and then 1 for each in the 3rd. So that's just kind of how this day has gone. 9 hits for Rapid, 7 for Lincoln East. So the final warm-up pitch, Dawson and Hofer will step in here, and we're set. It's just 3 more outs here is the mentality there for Lincoln East. And then they're going to move on to the Final 4 tomorrow. they could have a chance of playing against Creighton Prep.
The shortstop, number 12, Dawson Inhofer.
So Inhofer getting settled on in. Larson, hands over his head. He puts him right down in the middle. First pitch in the 7th inning will come. And the first one is going to be in for a strike. So Inhofer, the 9th batter in the lineup for Post 22. Larson again waiting for his next call. He gets it. The 0-1 pitch comes. This one is going to be dropped. This one is going to be in for ball 1. Inhofer, a good eye and a good take there for him. And Roberts is on deck. He's got on base all 3 times here in this game. Here comes his next pitch. This one is swung on a foul ball, hitting a line drive. Almost getting to some pieces there of some Hardhats fans. It's the fence with some more sitting in here to the right side of us. So 1-2 following that foul ball here for Inhofer, the shortstop for the Hardhats. Larson, the pitch comes. This one is going to come up high. They try to, Erickson tries to pull that one down a little bit to be called for strike 3, but it won't. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Larson ready. Glove over the face, gets his call. Ball on his palm. Pitch comes, swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's going to be the first out here in the inning. So Inhofer strikes out. That's the first strikeout of the day for Larson. This pulls in Aiden Roberts, and I mentioned earlier he's been on base all 3 of his at-bats. He got that leadoff single, and then he got on base following that 3rd ball drop strike, and then the walk there on his last at-bat. So they get settled on in here, ready to go with 1 out. Larson, Hardhats needing 3 more runs to just get this one in the bottom of the 7th as they trail. First pitch he sees, this is going to... So 0-2. Here is the count. Following that foul ball from Lars Kiefer. Here comes the next pitch. This one is not going to be swung, as he almost thought about check swing there, but that's going to be taken there for ball 1 by Lars Kiefer. 1-2 with 2 away. Kalei Larson. 2 outs. Pitch comes. Swung on a high ground ball. The shortstop, the third baseman will pick it up. The throw to first will not be in time, so Lars Kiefer is going to get a single here. So Post 22 now with Wyatt Reeder. He is 3 for 3 today. They kind of beat up that single. He put that ground ball. It was just dribbling. It bounced up high and hits it in there. So Lars Kiefer gives the Hardhats their 10th hit of the game. Reeder having 2 singles, an RBI, and a triple today. And for that triple, that gives him his 12th of the year. Runs like flintlock wood from the cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Here comes the first pitch. He takes the swing, pops this one high up into center field. Odolate is under it, but they make the catch, and it is caught by the left fielder. So that is the final score, Post 22, and this tournament has come to an end with the defeat from Lincoln East. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here to Hardhats TV for all of this tournament here. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, Day 4. Next days for Post 22, Thursday and Friday in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This is Wyatt Simmons signing off here from Shakopee, Minnesota. We'll be back home soon. Good night, safe travels. I'll see you later. This is Wyatt Simmons signing off.